thank you all for joining me on An Ordinary Journey with Leigh Thomas. Yep, that's me out there on the road again. On the road again. I'm out here looking for some great guests and topics for us to explore. And boy, do we have things to talk about. So don't forget, it is a call-in show. Give me a call at 846-5067, and let's get this conversation started. With a sense of humor, of course. Now let me just find a parking spot and I'll be right in. Don't y'all start without me.
Hey everybody, welcome to An Ordinary Journey with Leigh Thomas, and I am, of course, Leigh Thomas. I know. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what a Mercury retrograde is? I know. If you don't, you're going to find out tonight. And we're smack dab into it, and all kinds of things are happening. So thank you for opening the door, because that's one of the things that might not happen. Little mechanical difficulties happen, communication difficulties happen. I know, lots of stuff. But thank you for letting me come in tonight, opening the door and saying, hey, how are you? I see Mercury just took over again, but that's okay. So thank you. And we can't do the show without thanking everybody here. So we've got Cliff, and well, Steve was here, and James and Buster are here, and normally Andrew's here, but he's not here tonight. Ray's here, Valerie's here. It's gonna be a good show. Danielle's here. So thank you to everybody who's putting this show on the air tonight. We have so much to talk about tonight, but of course we got to start with our little animals, okay? So let's start with heavenlypaws.org, and we've got some little kitties for you. Take a look at these babies. I don't know if you see Betty Boop, but I think you do, and that little Betty Boop needs to find a home. She really is in need of a home. She's a sweetheart who has been kind of just thrown to the side because her person couldn't take care of her, so Betty Boop needs a home. And then we have a couple of little special babies. We have an FELV and an FIV baby. They are both okay. The vet has taken a look at them and has said that they're fine, so there's no problem with these babies. But then we've got this little found baby who needs a home. I know, don't know her name, don't know his name, don't know anything about this baby. And then we've got Mama. Mama needs a home. Isn't she a sweetheart? I know, and my nephew is looking for a new kitty to join his family, and he's in Chicago. I wish he were closer, because Mama, or even Pudgy. Take a look at Pudgy. Look at Pudgy. Pudgy is the sweetest thing. And over at heavenlypawsshelter.org, they have had so many new babies come in, and they need all the help they can get. If you've never seen their logo, if you don't know what they look like, take a look at this logo for them. And you can always contact Ann over at 495-1727, because heavenlypawsshelter.org needs all the help they can get. Now, if a little four-footed furry kitty's not what you're looking for, I got just the thing for you. I know. Let's take a look at Lainey, because Lainey is the sweetest baby. Lainey has the greatest little disposition. She's so cute. And then we have L'Oreal. And they both are over at East Art Veterinary Center, and they need a home. They need a home now. If you can't adopt or foster or rescue, maybe you could help everybody who is trying to do that. If you don't have money, you can always volunteer your time, buy supplies that they need: food, bedding, clothing. I know you don't think that anybody needs anything, in the clothing department, but the girls over at East York Veterinary Center are making hats for those beautiful babies. You just saw two of them. Had great hats. I know, they were absolutely adorable. And these hats are like $8, and all the money goes to rescue. We need all the help we can get from you, okay? So anything you can donate, whether it's your money or your time, we'll never turn down money. We'll never turn down your time. We'll never turn down your donations. So thank you. They all need your help. The SPCA, heavenlypaws.org, heavenlypawsshelter.org, and over at East York Veterinary Center, and they're on Industrial Highway. They need your help. Now, before I forget, East York Veterinary Center is really in need of some help, because they got 30 to 35 ferals last week, and they really need to come up with the money to spay and neuter all of these babies. And even if they could get the price down to $30 each, that's still running about $1,000. So if you can help in any way you can, because we want to get these babies great homes, but they have to be spay or neutered before they can find a home. So Heavenly Paws is donating food, and they're donating bedding, and they're taking kitties in, and the friendly adults are trying to find placement for them. So Again, you can always contact Ann at 495-1727, or you can send a check over to Heavenly Paws and put like mini pharaohs on there so they know that it's money going straight to spay and neuter. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you so much for all your time. But you know, I can't do any of this show without showing you a little clip where I think you might, if you're on the borderline and you're not sure you need to bring a little 4-footed furry baby into your house, just take a little look at these talking dogs. I bet they'll help you make up your mind. Take a look at this.
I love Mama. I love Mama.
Hello? 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 Hello, Bullet? Hello? Hello? Okay. You want it? You want it?
Can't say run around. Run around.
Hi, baby. You want your mama?
There you have it. I know, I'm laughing, I'm cracking up too. Now, you can't tell me that your life doesn't need a little 4-footed furry baby that can say, I love my mama, or hello, hello. Too cute. So anyway, it's that time of the night. I got a question for you. You know I always have a question for you, but before I ask you, take a little look at this clip.
Let's go get a cup of coffee. This is beautiful in here. Oh my God. Italian desserts are over the top to begin with. This place took it to a completely different level.
We gotta get a sfogliatelle and a nice cannoli.
And they had gelato, they had cannolis, they had Napoleon, they had everything. Excuse me, are you the owner?
I'm the owner's daughter.
My name is Teresa.
Hi, I'm Adeline.
Nice to meet you, and I'm a psychic medium. So
Okay.
as I walked into your establishment, there's just so much energy in this place. It is phenomenal. It is unbelievable. You're so blessed.
Thank you.
Who built it? Was it your grandfather?
My great-grandfather, my great-great-uncle, 120
But
years.
who were the brothers?
Oh, very
Because
good.
they tell me the brothers.
When my grandfather passed, it was my father and my uncle.
But is your dad departed?
My dad is
Okay, because
departed.
there's like a crap load of spirit here right now. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I don't know who to start with. They're all
Okay.
lined up on the stairs over there.
Hey, guys. My name is Adeline. I'm one of the owners of Ferrara Bakery and Cafe. We grew up here, you know, as little kids. We would come here, you know, when we were teenagers, we started working here. This is home. This is our home.
How do you connect with the number 82? Is it the year 1982?
That's the year my father passed away.
His presence is so strong, and even though he's been passed for all these years, he has, I mean, I feel as if he's really, literally standing right here.
I love my father, loved him to death. He was the most special person to me.
Your father wants to talk about the furniture.
Well, actually,
What's with the desk?
I have my father's desk. And my brother keeps like, no, do you want a different desk? I'm like, no, I want Daddy's desk.
Herb, oh my God, how nice is that? So just know that it's your dad's way of acknowledging, knows about the desk, thanking you for wanting to keep the desk, and then when you're discussing the desk, sitting at the desk, your dad's soul is with you at those exact moments. How nice is that?
My day.
The desk! I love it, the desk!
I'm always wondering about my dad, and I know that he loved me, and I know how much I loved him, and it makes me feel very happy and warm inside.
It was very nice meeting you.
You
It was
too.
a pleasure. Thank you very much.
So there you have it. I know, that's a Long Island medium, Teresa Caputo. So my question for you is, Have you ever been somewhere where a psychic walks up to you? And if not, have you ever been to a psychic who told you things that just really knocked you off your socks? I know. They're out there. I know. We've got one on the show tonight, and you know who I'm talking about, and you're going to see her in just a few seconds. But that's my question, 846-5067. So since you know that Rhonda's on the show tonight, start calling, because you know how it is. It's kind of like, I did the show once in radio, and it was, have you ever been abducted, you know? I know, and gone to, you know, the inner sanctum for a little ride, you know, with these little green people from outer space. And I swear to God, I heard everybody running in the state of California, and I think the island just kind of fell right in. I know. So, you know, if you want to get a call with Rhonda, you need to call 846-5067. Call now. Well, 717 area code. For a lot of you, you're not in this area. So 717 area code, 717-846-5067, and start calling so we can get those calls for Rhonda. Now, before that, strap yourself in, because it's time for the soapbox, and I'm just a little ticked off this week, and I think I'm just going to show you this clip, and then we'll talk about it when we get through. Take a look at this.
A rare look inside the secret world of the KKK. For those of you who think burning crosses and hooded rallies are relics of the civil rights era, think again. Hate groups in America have doubled in the past decade, and it may surprise you who's among their ranks and what their agenda is inside the new KKK.
Landsman, left face, forward march.
In a forest grove not far from the nation's capital,
For God, for God, for country, for country,
a group of men and women gather.
for race, for race, for clan, for clan.
As the light fades, they enact a ritual over a century old, but as fresh and searing as the flame they ignite.
Landsman, the fiery cross.
A cross on fire. They are known as the Invisible Empire for a reason. They thrive in secrecy, almost never permitting outsiders access. Who are they?
I could be your neighbor. You don't know who I am. You could think the world of me, but yet, if you see me in this hood and knew who I were, your whole thoughts could change.
I've been a fireman. I've been in the Navy.
The people wearing these robes walk among us.
If you want to be in the Klan, fight for the Klan. I fight for it 7 days a week.
Witness the Ku Klux Klan this summer
White power!
in Martinsville, Virginia.
White power! White power!
And in Tupelo, Mississippi, a couple of weeks ago, a similar scene.
White power!
Over the past 4 months, Nightline has been granted rare access to the resurgent Klan. Their rituals, their people, their message of racial segregation.
If we do not protect our race and protect our people, they're going to destroy us. They're going to kill us.
To get to the heart of it, we headed south to meet the Grand Dragon of the Mississippi White Knights of the KKK. The Clavern made infamous in the film Mississippi Burning.
You've already been told once, Nick.
It's impossible not to think of what once happened here. The territory scarred by the battles of the civil rights era.
A Klan bomb ripped apart Birmingham's 16th Street Baptist Church, killing 4 children attending Bible class.
So we're in Birmingham, Alabama. And just down here is the jail where Martin Luther King Jr. wrote the famous letter from a Birmingham jail. Along the way, we make a stop at the Southern Poverty Law Center, where Mark Potok and his colleagues have been fighting the KKK in courtrooms and classrooms for decades. Many of the Klan's people we've talked to say Barack Obama has been our single most effective recruiting tool in the last 4 or 5 years.
Well, I think there's some truth to that. Immediately after Obama was elected, we saw 2 of the largest hate websites in the country crash.
Potok told us that by the late 80s, the Klan had dwindled to a few hundred. They now number closer to 6,000. He believes they can be very dangerous.
It's dangerous not so much because, a whole bunch of Klansmen get together in a room and plan to blow up a federal building or to murder 1,000 people with a bomb. So, it's these kind of lone wolf characters that get frustrated with their leaders, that break away, one day walk out of their house and start shooting.
With that in mind, at a gas station outside of Tupelo, the Grand Dragon appeared. He is also known as Stephen Howard. 31 years old, he says he's an Iraq War veteran. He comes with a loaded pistol on his hip and tells me he's got serious PTSD. We agree to follow him to a remote location where cell phone service is spotty, next to a trailer by the woods. They ask us not to photograph Howard's 11-year-old daughter, but she is there, as is his wife Nicole, presiding over the food. Between eating and target practice, there's work to be done. Howard and his clan brothers are preparing this 16-foot cross.
This is just the torches. We use the torches for the cross lighting itself. You have to wrap them and you have to put some white baling wire around them.
Klansmen, behold the fiery cross, still brilliant.
When we come back, the burning cross that's terrorized people for generations, and the frightening message the Klan is sending in the era of a black president.
Barack Obama don't care about us. He don't care about America.
I don't think I have to really say a whole lot, because if I say a whole lot on this, I'm going to be over the moon. I'm going to be hurting myself really bad, because I can't believe the stupidity and the hate. And I was so astounded when I heard this report that what has happened in the last 10 years. And there can't be that much hate and bigotry in this world if we're going to survive. And I know you all will have something to say about it, so give me a call, 846-5067. I just can't talk about it anymore, because it's one of those things that just makes my heart hurt so bad that people in this world cannot learn to live together, and they have to do hate. And not only is it their hate, we all have our own right to believe the way we believe, but hatred is not one of those things that makes this world go round. And when you're bringing your children who have no clue except to follow you because you're a role model, and all you can teach them is hate. The good thing is we're keeping an eye on everybody, at least those. They now know that there's 6,000 people out there who belong to the Ku Klux Klan, at least in Mississippi. I don't know. It's just a shame. It just says something horrible about our country. I'm being joined by our guest tonight because I wanted her to come in so we could talk about this. Hi, Rhonda.
Hi, Leigh.
Everybody knows Rhonda Shomper. She's our resident psychic medium. We'll talk about this in a few seconds. We have some callers on the line, and I know you have a few things to say about this. So first we have a caller. We have Tammy. Let's see what Tammy has to say. Hey, Tammy, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
You've got Rhonda and Leigh here, so you have a question for Rhonda tonight?
Yes, I do. I'm wondering about a job. I'm working on getting a new job or starting business, something. What do you see for a job?
You will be getting a new job, excuse me, and you'll be getting it before summer's over, but it's going to be something different than what you're normally used to doing.
Okay, but not before the end of summer?
No, before summer's over.
Okay, how do you see me financially then?
It shows money's going to be okay for you. It's going to get better around July or August, but you'll be okay until you get this job and your money's coming in. Just remember, look even at the work that you're not normally used to doing.
Okay, I was actually thinking about starting my own business out of my house. Do you see anything like that happening?
Yeah, she will, but I only see it being part-time.
Part-time out of my house?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see me going back, though, to the job I used to be at?
No. If you go back, you're not staying.
Okay.
Does that help at all, Tammy?
All right.
Does that help?
I hope so. I got to do something pretty soon.
Well, good luck. You let us know. Yeah, give us a call the next time. We'll let you know when Rhonda's going to be on. We need to know how you're doing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And we also have Autumn on the phone. The phone. I told you, like, you start calling 846-5067 if you want to get in line. So, Autumn, you there?
Hi.
Hi. How are you? It's Leigh and Rhonda.
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're fine. You have a question for Rhonda?
I was just more wondering her impressions of how things are going to turn out for me after graduation.
It's going to turn out good. Are you planning any travel after graduation, Autumn?
I would love to.
You're going to? Okay? And are you thinking about, I do see you going to a foreign country at some point, not too far down the road, too.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about Italy.
Yep, you're going to have a great trip there. That trip is going to be more educational for you than what you realize.
I love learning.
Yes, I bet you do, Autumn.
Yes, absolutely. So
Now, what about employment-wise, though? That's what I'm mainly concerned about.
Okay, I see you bouncing around for jobs for about this year and next year. You want employment, but yet you're still having fun, Autumn. You're still searching, you're still learning. So till next year, you're going to have the job you're looking for. Right now, bounce around and have a good time, Autumn.
Okay.
Okay?
How does that work for you?
That sounds amazing. It's right up my alley.
Well, we'll let you know when Rhonda's on next time. If you have another question, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, great. It was great to hear from you guys
Yeah,
again.
well, let me know when you're going to Italy. I just may have to join you.
Yeah, can I get your backpack?
Right.
I definitely will. I'll watch Facebook.
Okay, thanks, darling.
See you, Autumn.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's a sweetie.
Isn't she a sweetheart? I know, and she does love learning. She absolutely loves learning. I think I just had a message, but I couldn't hear what it was.
Me
So.
neither.
Oh, good. Thank you. So we have another caller. We've got Linda. Okay. Linda, are you with us? Hi, Linda. It's Leigh and Rhonda. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I want to thank you so very much for bringing to attention the bigotry and the prejudice that still exists in not only our county, our state, our nation, and our world. Many of us were raised in the mid-century. We had fathers who were bigots. We ended up being pacifists. We had fathers who betrayed our trust because they were so frightened their white daughters might be involved with black men. And I taught my children to be equal opportunity lovers. Neither race, nor color, nor creed could stop them from loving someone. And my children have proved themselves to be very open to embracing friends who are involved in Wicca or Presbyterian, or they've married Jewish, or they've married a non-practicing Christian. And they had an open heart and an open mind. I think when we see programs like you just showed us, where we see men who are frightened, who are small-minded, who think they can hide behind a sheet, and they can do horrific things to another human being, shame on them. And we need to teach our children to openly embrace love and kindness and the peaceful attitude. I like what my grandmother used to say. She said, do little things with great love. And we can change lives one child at a time. Right now in New York City, children don't know what race they are. They truly can't tell you because they have green eyes and freckles, but they look black, but they have a white grandmother who's raised them. And so these children, when they say other as their race, it's the truth. And I think we need to continue to enforce the idea of equality, that children who are small, they don't see color. They just see their friends. And as we get older, we need to keep an open mind and understand that we are all equal in the sight of God.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing those sentiments up, because you're absolutely right. And I thank you so much for sharing that with us tonight.
All right, well, thank you. And I have a question for Rhonda.
Okay.
Rhonda, I need a job.
Well, I don't see you really finding one for a while. As much as you say you need a job, I don't see your heart totally into looking for it at this time.
Well, I am very busy volunteering.
Yeah, absolutely, but you're not looking for work that pays.
Yes, exactly. My friends say to me, why would we hire you when you do the job for free?
Exactly. So listen to what your friends are saying, okay?
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you the next time she's on the air then. We'll find out what you're doing then.
Okay, and have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
Same to you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So we've had 3 great calls. We've done some events, and I didn't get a chance to put one event in that I really wanted to do. For those of you who are here, you don't know, but we have a little bit of an an audience sitting out here. It's not a big audience, it's a little audience, but it's friends, and it's great to have them come in and do the show. However, tonight's one of them's birthday. I know, we got to celebrate a birthday because Ray is having a birthday, and he doesn't know it, but I did get him a birthday cake so we could celebrate his birthday tonight. So Happy birthday, Ray. Happy birthday. And our next little clip will take us outside and cut it, and everybody can have some birthday cake. So we'd sing you happy birthday, but that might bring you down. You haven't heard me sing happy birthday for a while. So.
I'm sure it was great.
Well, thank you. So happy birthday to you. May you have your smallest wish become your biggest success this year. So thank you. Yeah, and happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining us in the audience. So I know we'll talk to you later. I'm sure they'll have a question for you. So anyway, we'll take this cake out. We'll cut that in a few minutes, and we're going to have a good time. So let me ask you, Ku Klux Klan, what is all this mess that's going on?
It's hate.
It is hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know they've been around for a long time, but they seem to have more power now than they ever had.
Exactly.
Because more people are feeding into the power.
Do you think it's because of the economic situation and people are afraid anyway because the economy's bad, so they've got to find somebody to blame it on?
Absolutely.
So they're going for their own supremacy.
Yes.
Because me God, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the hate that's going on because of the me God. Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's just so sad to see that these numbers have just spiked over the last few years.
They soared.
And they're not the only group that's out there, and it's not just the Ku Klux Klan. There are, other groups, who've got that hatred going on behind whatever it is that they feel is right. And is it ever going to straighten up?
Not for a while.
This is all part of that spiritual thing that we're going through now, where people are supposed to find their spirituality, and if they don't, then they're part of the dark side.
Exactly.
And so the hatred is part of the dark side.
Yes.
Okay. I hate that. I hate that. Do we have a name? We have a caller, but I don't think we have a name, so let's ask them when they get on the phone. Okay. Hi, you're on the phone with Leigh and Rhonda. Who are we talking to?
This is Ashley.
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
I just want to know if my husband's going to be getting a job anytime soon.
Yes, he will. And it's really funny. I feel like him getting a job is going to be like him taking a big risk or a gamble. There's something almost like his self-esteem's injured or something. And he's going to get it, and he's going to be happy with it, and he's going to stay working. And he'll go into a level, but within, I want to say, 6 to 8 months, he can work up to another level.
Awesome.
Yes. But when he gets this job, you're going to have to watch your spending.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's not what every woman wants to hear, but the fact that he gets a job's a good thing, don't you
Yes.
think? Yeah. Thanks for calling. We'll talk to you the next time Rhonda's on. We'll check and see how everything's going.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. So, there's a show on television that I just absolutely love, and I love it because it's Sean and Gus, okay? And if you don't know Sean and Gus, they're on Psych. And Sean plays a guy who tells everybody he's psychic, but he's not. But he's very good at solving crime, so he uses his psychic ability, and they just crack me up. These two are just so much fun together, so I thought they're actually giving you 100 episodes in 100 seconds, so take a little look at this.
Wednesday, February 27th, Psych is back with an all-new season. What? But first, here's a look back. This is awesome. And into the future. Dude, it's a win-win. 100 Psych episodes in 100 seconds.
I'm psychic. I was born that way. Wow. That's amazing. Come on, who's buying this? You and I are opening our own private detective agency.
This is what you came to see, right here.
Excuse me, you're missing.
Am I?
Sick.
Yeah! This is gonna be fun! Let's go!
I have very special abilities. Special.
Not true. True.
It seems like we're going to be working together a lot.
All the time.
I'm seeing something. I'm very confused.
This all cracks as something supernatural. This requires someone with skills beyond the normal person. I want him.
I definitely heard the word psychic. It's a team effort.
I'm the one that does this.
Couldn't have done it without Gus.
I make the world taste good.
One more time, buddy.
For justice.
Scary, isn't it? How long are you gonna keep this up for? Until we solve the crime. Oh my God. Sean, if we get out of here alive, I will kill you.
The new season of Psych returns Wednesday, February 27th at 10 on USA. Characters welcome.
I don't know why, but for some reason they remind us of us. And we're kind of like Lucy and Ethel. So.
Yeah, today we were.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
we
it was
were.
fun.
It was fun. So anyway, that's one of my favorite shows because you know how people say psychs aren't, you know the drill, everybody says psychs aren't really psychic, and so when I watch the show, it's too funny because he always comes back and with his little psychic messages and it happens to solve the case. So anyway, it's just too cute, absolutely adorable. So we have so much to talk about. We were talking earlier about the fact that you can teach people to be psychic.
Absolutely.
And so I know we all have this ability, just we don't all use it. So how do you actually teach somebody?
Yeah, you teach them how to bring it out.
Okay.
Yes.
So
we're all intuitive, we're all psychic.
Right.
But some people block it off, and with classes and learning, you can actually be taught to bring it out.
Now, everybody doesn't have the same ability. I mean, we do, but everybody is walking through a different journey, part of their journey.
Absolutely.
So some people like you are more psychic than other people, and yet because we are walking through that journey, we can do it in classes. We can remember.
Yes.
Because I think all children, I think we come into this life.
Oh, we all are.
Yeah.
It's our heritage.
Exactly.
It's our heritage.
Because all of your past lives or anything you've gone through, your mind is basically your filing cabinet. It's your computer that logs everything you've ever done from the time you were created.
Yes.
So so children come in and you all see this. I mean, you haven't been around a baby or a child that can talk. Babies can sit and stare off because they're seeing things. Little children talk to people, and sometimes we call that their invisible friend because it's just easier for adults to believe, that they're just making this up. But in
reality, they're not.
Right. They're actually seeing or talking.
Exactly.
Right. So if you have a young child in your house, please be benevolent enough to back them up and support them, because that's one of the worst things that a person can do is not have that support when they have this and they know they have it and they feel so different that it makes them kind of feel like they're set apart.
Exactly.
From everybody else. You must have felt that. I mean, I know you grew up in a family that was already in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, my uncle, I was his little witch,
right?
So I was, it was okay.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. But if your kid's telling you there's a monster in the closet, there probably is a monster to them in the closet.
Exactly, or under the bed.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's there.
Absolutely. And sometimes they don't have to see them; they just might feel it, or even see a dark shadow or something. But something that scares them usually is there.
Yeah, and I like to go on to that. We said the dark shadow. The dark shadow does not mean it's negative.
Exactly.
It's the energy.
Right.
It's the energy.
And some people don't see, like I'm looking at you.
Yes.
They see a dark shadow.
Or the thing by their corner of their eye.
That all of a sudden you get that motion.
Yes. Or the coldness.
Right.
It's not negative.
Right.
That is actually probably your grandmother, your grandfather, your father, or whoever's passed around
It's just somebody trying to communicate with you.
Exactly.
Right. And so a lot of people take that as negative, and it's not.
It is not.
No.
Okay.
And I mean, we all know that I live in a house that has, spirits.
Yeah, you got them, honey.
But they're benevolent. They have no there is not a mean bone in their body, you know, and they all protect me, and I feel very blessed to have them in the house.
Truthfully, they love you and your belongings.
That's true. That's
totally true.
Absolutely. They don't want me moving or going anywhere. Trust me, if you ever had any spirits in your house like I have in mine, the house is up for sale, it's not going to be sold. I put things up for sale, it's not going to be sold. Because they don't want me going anywhere, and they don't want me selling anything, so I'll stay where I am, right? So we'll just have to see, you know. That's just part of the journey, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I found this clip. This is another thing where a lot of people say, how'd they do that? You know, there has to be a way they did that. And to tell you the truth, I've watched this clip I don't know how many times, and I don't know how this was done, but let's take a look and see what you think of the psychic on America's Got Talent.
Here, so we got a blindfold, right? I'll grab that from you.
It's
And
real.
I've also got some $50, and these are actually going to be duct taped over my eye. So actually, just one right here, just like this. You can push down on that, make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah, there you go. You have done this before. We'll do another one here. Push down on this as well. All right, at this point, you guys can start drawing your drawings. Nick, can you hand me another piece of duct tape? And that's going to go over where my eyes used to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? And I know some of you are skeptics, right? So can you hand me the end of the roll over there? This is for you skeptics. I'm getting an impression that this is actually, this is Howie's drawing, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. All right, I want you to kind of focus on the drawing in your mind. I'm not getting a whole lot. I'm getting maybe part of a face. Does that make sense to you? I'm getting kind of a line here, almost as if you drew a body part.
Yes.
I'm gonna say you drew, did you draw an ear?
Yes,
you drew
half
an
my
ear.
head.
Cool.
How did he do that?
Let's try this one. Can you hold that one up so everyone can see? The person, I think that's you. You, Howard, is this your drawing?
That is correct.
This is actually another, I'm getting another face involved here. There's actually, I'm getting glasses, I'm getting curly hair. This is a self-portrait, Howard?
You are correct, gentlemen.
Wow. Last but not least, this one, it's Sharon, correct? Sharon, I want you to focus on this object. Start to draw it in your mind. Stop, I'm getting like 2 circles. That makes sense to you, correct? And there's also something connecting it. I'm gonna say you actually went with eyeglasses. Is that correct?
How does he do that?
Thank you.
Right. So, yeah, we were just talking about how he did this. So you want to explain to them?
What he actually did was touched it.
Okay.
He didn't have much touch, but he touched it. And that touch actually sent the psychic fiber what it is.
Okay.
If you
We
all
did it in
know,
class.
I taught you that in class.
Right.
Remember, we used the tarot, we used the regular cards, the playing cards, and then we drew pictures and put them in an envelope, and you felt the pictures.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
But the more you do it, the more you train to do it, the quicker you can pick up the vibe of what it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
During the war, when Japan hit Pearl Harbor, there was a gentleman who actually got an SOS off the SOS.
Yes, I remember.
He could have stopped that. That from happening, but nobody listened to him.
Right.
Even though it wasn't the message was going to happen, he felt the vibes on that.
Right.
And he could have stopped it, but nobody listened to him.
Nobody listened, right.
Yes.
So, again, you know, it's just, we all have this psychic ability, and we don't know when it's going to come through or how it's going to present itself, you know, and I mean, it could be, have you ever been sitting there and go, my mom's going to call me? And then the phone rings, and there's your mom on the phone, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had that happen a lot of times, you know, and it's like, how did I know that? Well, yeah, because we were both thinking about each other, and it was coming through, you know, that vibe, as they used to call it in the 60s, right? The vibe was there.
The vibe.
The vibe.
If I'd be every casino in the United States, I would have his name that he was not allowed to play cards.
Oh, exactly. Right,
Yeah.
because if you just touch the cards.
Just touch the cards, you know.
Exactly.
Or roll the dice.
That'd be interesting. I'll check and see if If he's been banned.
See if he's been banned or not.
So, if you want to call us and you have a question for Rhonda, and I think we have a question out here in the audience, but if you have a question for Rhonda, 717 is the area code, 846-5067. Give us a call because we know you have questions. So, anybody out in the audience have a question?
I'm still eating my cake.
Okay.
I ate my cake and his cake.
Hi, yeah, Rhonda, I've just got a question about, I know sometimes things have to be kind of in alignment for things to work, but recently, I reached out to two people who've told me that when you're ready to get your school started, they're both grant writers. One is in San Diego and one is here locally. And they both told me, when you're ready, just give me a call, send me an email. Well, I've sent emails and I've sent calls. Now, I understand that things don't happen until they're ready to happen. But I'm just kind of curious as to why they're not answering my emails and why they're not answering my phone calls.
We're in Mercury in retrograde right now.
I'm sorry?
We're in Mercury in retrograde,
Mhm.
and it shows it's miscommunication and transportation. You'll be better off waiting to after April 6th to do this, and then they will do it. Right now, they're probably tied up with their own stuff right now. That's what that's all about. Okay, but you will have your own school.
Okay, so they're so focused on themselves that they won't even
Or
return
their own
calls.
issues of what's going
Or
on.
Mercury retrograde.
Or well, Mercury in retrograde does
Right.
create you to do that.
Right.
Okay, so
Yes.
after April 6th.
After April 6th, don't do it April 6th, wait till after April 6th.
Right,
And
okay.
then do it again and you'll have a clearer path. I always said you would do some type of teaching, training. You need to do that.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm
And
just
is
waiting
this
for them. you
For
know.
troubled kids?
Yes. Well, bullied kids
Okay.
and adults as
Yeah.
well, but mostly kids.
Good. Because you will be successful. I always seen you writing about it too.
I've written something about it. It's just hard to get it promoted.
Yeah.
so-
Everything happens in time. It will
Yeah.
happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then we'll take Lisa while Valerie finishes her
Her
cake. Never stand in front of a girl and her cake, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll take the call from Lisa. Hey, Lisa, it's Leigh. You're here with Leigh and Rhonda. You have a question for Rhonda?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Rhonda, my father passed away when I was 12 years old. I'm 49 now, and he just recently had a birthday, March 6th. I went up to his grave, and I wanted to know if he knew I was there the day of his birthday up there seeing him.
Absolutely, but just know you don't have to go there for you to be connected to him, but I understand why you did, and so did he. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What does diamonds mean to you?
Diamonds?
Diamonds.
Nothing that I can think of. I have some crystals that are lost. My brother-in-law is deceased, and we've been wondering where he hid the crystals.
Okay, yous are going to find these, and they're in an odd place, and it's connected to a floor.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is your brother-in-law?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say, Linda?
Lisa.
Lisa, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he passed away, and he had these crystals for my sister, and she had them hanging in her windows. And just before he got sick, he cleaned them for her and told her he was going to put them away. And he's been gone almost 8 years now, and she hasn't been able to find those crystals.
The number 9, so maybe September, 9 month, or the 9th year, they're by a floorboard.
Okay.
And you're going to find them. All right? Does that make any sense?
Yeah. As far as the diamonds with my father, I don't see any connection there. Did he see what I placed on his grave for his birthday?
Yeah. He's not telling me exactly what it is, but what he's saying to you is, what is the issue with your mother?
She has been doctoring a lot with doctors. She has some health issues,
Okay, because you're to keep an eye on her. She's going to get a little bit worse, but she's going to be okay.
Okay.
All right? And what's the number 3 with you?
Number 3?
How many children do you have?
Only one.
Number 3, January 1st. March, the month of March mean anything?
Yeah, my father was born in March.
Okay, all right. Just know he's around you, okay?
I have one more question. What was I in my previous life?
I see you being a caregiver.
A caregiver.
I see you being a nurse.
Oh. Okay, well, thank you very much, Rhonda.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Leah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, then we have Ann, so let's go ahead and talk with Ann. Ann, are you there? Hi, Ann. You're on the air with Leigh and Rhonda. Are you there?
Yes.
Can you speak up just a little bit? We're having a little trouble hearing you.
Okay, is that any better?
That's much better. Thank you. You have a question for Rhonda?
Yes, I'd like to know if I'm going to get to retire this year.
Yes, you will. And what is the issue with the worry of a younger person?
A younger person?
Yes.
I don't know.
Do you have a son?
No.
A son-in-law?
No.
Okay, because it shows an issue with the younger person around you.
We have some friends that are like kids to us.
Okay, all right. Whatever the issue is with this younger person, don't worry, it's going to be okay, but you're going to retire this year.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Are
there any health issues?
You just got to watch your stress.
So once you retire, your stress level should go down.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Did that help you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. Thank you. We'll talk to you next time Rhonda's on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We have Sue on the phone.
So now we have Sue calling, so let's just go see what Sue has to say. Sue, you're on the air with Leigh and Rhonda. Do you have a question for Rhonda? Hi,
Yes.
Sue. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
We're fine. How about you?
Good, thank you. I'm just wondering, I'm having a situation with my son right now, and I'm wondering if it is going to turn out good, turn out bad. Do you have any feeling for that?
The issue is going to repeat itself one more time, but then it's going to be okay.
Okay.
All right? It's going to repeat itself one more time, and then it's going to be okay. Also, are you planning a trip around water? Because it shows trips around water.
I constantly think about that I want to move to Key West. I don't have any plans, but it's on my mind every day. I want to move to Key West.
Okay, well, you will be going around water. I don't know if you're going to move there permanently, but it does show trips around water.
How about that? Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And
so I have to deal with one more issue with my son, huh?
Yes, but you got to stay firm with it, too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying. That's the hardest part as a mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I thank you very much.
We're glad you got some help tonight. We'll talk to you next time Rhonda's on.
Have fun in
All
Key
right.
West.
Yeah, have fun in Key West.
Leave the sun
I
home.
will. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Okay. So we were talking before about the classes that you do, and I have had the most amazing time in your classes. I'm a Reiki master. I know. Yeah, I may not look like one, but I'm a Reiki master.
You're a certified tarot card reader?
Exactly, certified. I know. Go figure. But you have a class coming up that I am so looking forward to. I can't wait. And I actually have a little clip to kind of explain this to people, just in case they may not understand what we're talking about. So we got another caller. Let me take that. Then we'll try to go to this. So Kathleen, you're on the air with Leigh and Rhonda. Do you have a question for her?
Hello.
Hey, Kathleen. How are you?
that what she told me came exactly true.
That's good.
Yes, I called in a few weeks ago. And is Rhonda there?
Yes, I'm here, Kathleen.
Oh, okay, Rhonda. Yes, you told me that I would be meeting. I told you to give me a hint of the man I would be meeting, and it's exactly as you told me. And the main thing was it was a man who used to carry a gun, which was in the service. And it's exactly described to me, and I thank you for that. And my question tonight is, is this man the one?
You better invite me to the wedding.
If you sound as happy, you know, as you are in real life, I would say that this could be the one.
Yeah, you better invite me to the wedding, Kathleen.
Pardon?
You better invite me to the wedding.
Is that your answer? Oh, that's great. I'm calling more than ever. And I'll tell you what, Rhonda, bless you for your gift, because it's exactly as you said. So I'll be calling again soon.
Well, thank you, and good luck with him.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kathleen. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, see how happy you make people?
I did. He did.
Well, but isn't this, I mean, we were talking about this today, and Rhonda will always say to me, you know, she'll be doing a reading, or she'll just be sitting there, she'll go, do you know so-and-so, or do you know, it's like, no, but I'm sure I will, you know, or do you know about this? And it's like, no, but I know I will, because, you know, I'm sure if you know about it, I'll be finding out about it sooner or later. So that was it. Kathleen's very happy because of this gentleman who used to be in the service.
Yes.
Right.
Jake.
Okay. Jake. Okay. Jake, you're on the air with Leigh and Rhonda. You have a question for Rhonda? Did we lose Jake? I was going to say, did we lose Jake? He'll call back. He'll call back. So anyway, we're running out of time, so maybe I'll just have you explain.
Your Cash Geek Records.
Right.
What it actually is the Book of Life.
Right.
And they say that...
This is Tiana.
Tiana. Okay, we'll take her in just a second. Thank you.
The Book of Life is supposed to be like a vision of like a big library on the other side.
Right.
And it has all this information on. Some people call it the Flower Life, some people call it the Library Life, some people call it the Book of Life. It's called the Cash Geek Records. And with proper training, you can attach to these books of life. And you can bring over information, not just for yourself, but for other people around you.
Okay.
If they want the information.
Right, right. So you can go back, and it's like almost like reincarnation. I mean, it's your, as I said before, this is your Library of Congress.
Exactly.
Everything you've ever done is in the Book of Life.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's why I can't wait to take this class.
It's
going to be
in May.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's May 9th.
Yeah,
It's from
we
1 to 4. It'll be on my site. But if you want to get in touch with Rhonda, she's on Facebook, and it's Rhonda Shomper. Just go and find her, and then go to her, to her site, and she can give you the information. Or
my web
dancingmoonbeam.org, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, dancingmoonbeam.org, and but I'll also have a thing on my site for the upcoming class in May.
Because it's almost filled already.
Save me a spot.
You got a spot, Leigh.
This I've got to do is just save me a spot. So we have another caller, Tiana. Is Tiana on the line? Hi, Tiana. It's Leigh and Rhonda.
Hi. My question is, I'm getting ready to go on to a trip, and I've never been on a plane or anything before. Do I have to worry about anything?
No, your trip's going to be fine. But can I ask you a question? What is the issue with the mail around you?
The issue with the mail around me?
There's an issue with the mail around you.
He goes out too much.
It's not going to change.
I know.
Okay.
We know these things sometimes, right? And we just don't pay attention.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Have a good trip.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye. So again, you have all of these classes. You have the Reiki classes, you have the tarot card reading classes, you have the Book of Life class.
The Cash Geek Records.
Cash Geek Records, and Cash Geek.
Yes.
Right, records. And so if any of you want to find out about what Rhonda does, because all you have to do, fill a class up, and she'll be happy to give one, even if it's not
Absolutely.
scheduled.
Absolutely.
And you also do parties for families.
Absolutely.
You'll come, how many people?
It depends how far I got to travel, how many people.
Okay, so we're going to 6 up.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 up. So if you want to have a private party, if your whole family wants to get together and have Rhonda come do readings.
And they work out really well.
Oh, yes, they do. Or if I met her through a party that a company gave, and you were doing readings at the company party.
Absolutely.
So if you have anything like that, she is one of the best people you could bring, you know, because as you can tell, everybody's on the phone wanting to talk to you. Everybody wants to talk to you. So we have Howell on the phone right now. Let's Howell. How? Okay. Well, anyway, this is Leigh and Rhonda. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Oh, this is Al.
Al. Okay.
Hi, Al.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Hi. I was just wondering what my spirit animal is.
I see a tiger around him.
Okay. Does that feel right to you?
Now, I kind of feel like I'm more of a weasel.
Now that could be a personal problem, okay? So why do you feel like you're more of a weasel?
I'm just a real sneaky kind of guy, you know.
Okay.
I'm always getting into trouble and doing weird things like a weasel.
But that's a tiger, too.
Yeah.
Who's always, you know.
Except I'm more timid than a tiger.
I think you're only timid to people that you don't really know, but not to people you do know.
Do you have another question for Rhonda? Do you have anything else she could help you with?
You know, I think you're right. You know, thank you.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling, and we'll let you know next time she's on. You can call us back.
All right.
Good luck with your tiger.
Yeah. Good luck. Talk to you later, Al.
All right, bye.
Bye. So, so there is so much going on. We talked about reincarnation before.
Yes.
And I have a clip, but we really don't have time to show it, but we have a couple of minutes so we can talk about it if we don't get another call. One of the things that I liked about this little clip I had, this gentleman had gone into past life regression, and that took him into, of course, his reincarnation, his journey on reincarnation, and he had learned what he had been in several of his lives, which gave him an idea of
now have Susan.
Okay, of what he was doing in his journey here, and that is reincarnation and past life regression, right?
Absolutely.
We only have like 2 minutes left, so let's take Susan's call so we can help her. Susan, you're on the line with Leigh and Rhonda.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Do you have a question for Rhonda?
Yes, I do. My name's Susan, and I was wondering about when I will be retiring.
Probably within the next 2.5 years.
Okay.
Okay, it also shows that you could go out sooner, but you really need to talk to somebody about putting more money away for retirement. So don't retire till you talk to a financial advisor.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good evening, Susan. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So we're almost out of time. I mean, this is, you know, absolutely incredible. Is there anything, I know we were talking about the Pope, and we have like a minute. What's going to happen here?
This is going to be the change of the whole world, and I know what everybody's saying is just for the Catholics. It's not. It's for the whole world. Okay. What this Pope's going to do is bring something out that's going to change everything with religion. It's going to open up the money in the Vatican. It's going to change how everything is
done.
It's done.
Because they do say that he does, you know, he is a benevolent and a humble, and he feeds the poor. So we might see a whole new era coming here.
Absolutely. But it might not be good to get to there, but it's going to be good once we get there.
Yeah, because you know they're not going to turn loose of their money that
no,
easily.
No. You know, they do claim that the Vatican is holding a lot of the money.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Could feed the world.
Yes.
All the hungry people in the world. So anyway, we've got like 5 seconds. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Thank you, darling, for being here. We're going to do this again real soon. And good night, everybody.
Now that's what I call a great show. And I thank you for joining me on An Ordinary Journey with Leigh Thomas. Come back next week. We've got some great guests all lined up, and we've got so much to talk about. And if you want to sponsor the show, remember to just contact me at Leigh@anordinaryjourney.com. Now, you didn't think I could leave, did you, without giving you at least one more piece of advice? So please go out and make it the best week ever. And until I see you again, just remember to keep it between the ditches. Okay, good night, you all.